Question 1. Which of the following statements accurately describes the process of underwriting for healthcare insurance in Louisiana? A. Underwriting for healthcare insurance only involves an individual's medical history with no consideration given to other factors. B. Underwriting for healthcare insurance involves an evaluation of health status, medical history, and other risk factors, including age, gender, and occupation. C. Underwriting for healthcare insurance is prohibited under Louisiana law for individual policies, but allowed for group policies only. D. Underwriting in Louisiana only focuses on the premiums of policyholders, disregarding health-related factors or lifestyle choices. Answer. B. Explanation. In Louisiana, as in most states, healthcare insurance underwriting involves a thorough risk assessment process. This process includes evaluating an individual's health status and medical history, as well as factors such as age, gender, occupation, and sometimes lifestyle choices like smoking. These factors are used to determine the risk level and appropriate premium for the policyholder. Option is incorrect because other factors are considered beyond medical history. Option C is also incorrect, as underwriting is legal for both individual and group policies. Option D is incorrect because underwriting in Louisiana evaluates the broader scope of factors beyond just premiums. Question 2. Which of the following types of health insurance plans typically offers a greater degree of flexibility in choosing healthcare providers without requiring referrals? A. Health Maintenance Organization, ATMO. B. Exclusive Provider Organization, EPO. C. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. D. Point of Service, POS, plan. Answer. C. Explanation. A preferred provider organization, PPO plan, offers a greater degree of flexibility when choosing healthcare providers. PPO plans allow policyholders to see specialists and out-of-network providers without needing a referral, although using in-network providers is typically less expensive. Option weight Termart has a more restrictive network and generally requires referrals for specialists. Option B, EPO has a limited network like an HMO, but typically doesn't cover out-of-network care except in emergencies. Option D, POS plans combine features of both HMOS and PPOS, where referrals are required for out-of-network care, making PPO the most flexible choice. Question 3 scenario. Mr. Thompson has recently enrolled in a Louisiana Medicaid program for his healthcare needs. He is eligible for coverage as a low-income adult. Mr. Thompson needs to schedule a surgery, but he is unsure whether his procedure will be covered under his Medicaid plan. What should Mr. Thompson do to determine if his surgery is covered? A. Mr. Thompson should wait until the surgery is complete and then file for reimbursement. B. Mr. Thompson should contact his healthcare provider to verify coverage before scheduling the surgery. C. Mr. Thompson should assume that all medical procedures are automatically covered under Medicaid. D. Mr. Thompson should attempt to get the surgery done outside of the Medicaid network, as it might offer better benefits. Answer. B. Explanation. Before undergoing a medical procedure, it is essential for Mr. Thompson to verify coverage with his healthcare provider, particularly under Medicaid. Medicaid coverage may vary depending on the type of procedure provider and the state's Medicaid rules. Louisiana Medicaid may cover many surgeries, but verification is required to confirm specific coverage and whether pre-authorization is needed. Option is incorrect because waiting until after the surgery is completed could lead to denied claims. Option C is incorrect as Medicaid coverage has specific limits and requirements that should be verified in advance. Option D is incorrect because using out-of-network providers could result in the surgery being uncovered or subject to additional charges, as Medicaid typically operates with a network of approved providers. Question 4. Which of the following is a mandatory provision under Louisiana healthcare insurance laws? A. Mental health coverage for all individuals regardless of policy type. B. Coverage for all pre-existing conditions without waiting periods. C. Coverage for preventive services, including immunizations, without cost sharing. D. All health insurance policies must cover experimental treatments for chronic conditions. Answer. C. Explanation. Under Louisiana healthcare insurance regulations and the Affordable Care Act, health insurance policies are required to cover preventive services such as immunizations, screenings, and counseling without imposing cost sharing, such as copays or deductibles. Option is incorrect because mental health coverage requirements can vary depending on the type of plan, and some plans may not provide full coverage. Option B is incorrect as pre-existing conditions may be subject to waiting periods or exclusions depending on the plan. Option D is incorrect because health insurance policies are generally not required to cover experimental treatments, especially if they are not proven or FDA approved. Question 5. Which of the following best describes the underwriting method most commonly used for group health insurance in Louisiana? A. Community racing. B. Experience racing. C. Adjusted community racing. D. Issue age racing. Answer: B. Explanation. For group health insurance, the underwriting process in Louisiana typically utilizes experience racing, which evaluates the claims experience of a group to determine the premium rates. The group's past claims history plays a significant role in determining the premium for future coverage. Option A, community rating, is generally used for individual policies where everyone in a region or state is charged the same premium regardless of health status. Option C, adjusted community rating, adjusts premiums based on certain factors like age, but still avoids using individual health history as heavily as experience rating. Option D, issue age rating, is used in some individual policies where premiums are based on the age at which the policyholder first obtains coverage. Question 6. How does Louisiana's Medicaid expansion under the Affordable Care Act impact eligibility? A. Medicaid eligibility is extended to all individuals with an income below the federal poverty level, regardless of age or disability. B. Only individuals over the age of 65 are eligible for Medicaid under the ACA expansion. C. Medicaid eligibility is restricted to children and pregnant women only. D. Louisiana Medicaid expansion provides eligibility to low-income adults between the ages of 19 and 64 who meet income requirements. Answer: D. Explanation. Under the ACA, Louisiana expanded Medicaid to cover low-income adults aged 19 to 64 who meet certain income criteria, specifically those whose income is at or below 138% of the federal poverty level. This expansion allows access to health coverage for a larger segment of the population. Option A is incorrect because it does not specify the age range. Option B is incorrect as the expansion includes adults, not only those over 65. Option C is incorrect as the expansion is not limited to children and pregnant women. These groups were already eligible under prior Medicaid rules. Question 7 scenario. Ms. Williams is reviewing her new health insurance policy. She notices that her insurer has included a clause stating that her coverage will not apply to certain pre-existing conditions for the first 12 months. Ms. Williams has a history of asthma. What should Ms. Williams do in this situation? A. Ms. Williams should wait until after the 12-month period and file a claim for asthma treatment. B. Ms. Williams should seek another insurer that offers coverage for pre-existing conditions without any waiting periods. C. Ms. Williams should continue her current policy and expect full coverage for asthma treatment after 12 months. D. Ms. Williams should consult with the insurance company to confirm whether asthma treatment will be excluded or if there are other exceptions. Answer: D. Explanation. In this situation, Ms. Williams should consult with the insurance company to confirm the specific terms and exceptions regarding coverage for her pre-existing condition asthma. While many policies include waiting periods for pre-existing conditions, there could be exceptions, such as treatment for conditions that have been stable for a specified period or medications that are essential for managing a chronic condition. Option A is incorrect because waiting until after the 12 months might result in denied claims. Option B is a valid consideration, but it depends on the market and whether other insurers have more favorable terms. Option C is incorrect because she should not assume full coverage for asthma without clarifying the details of the pre-existing condition cause. Question 8. Which of the following best describes the role of the Louisiana Department of Insurance (LDI) in regulating healthcare insurance? A. The LDI only provides assistance to insurance companies in offering health plans. B. The LDI ensures that health insurance policies comply with state laws and consumer protection regulations. C. The LDI enforces federal laws related to healthcare insurance but does not have authority over state-specific regulations. D. The LDI has no regulatory power over health insurance and only facilitates consumer education. Answer: B. Explanation. The Louisiana Department of Insurance (LDI) plays a key role in ensuring compliance with state laws and consumer protection regulations for healthcare insurance in Louisiana. This includes reviewing health insurance policies for compliance with both state-specific and federal regulations, investigating complaints, and ensuring fair practices. Option is incorrect because the LDI is primarily focused on oversight and enforcement rather than assisting insurers. Option C is incorrect because the LDI has regulatory power over both state-specific and federally mandated healthcare insurance regulations. Option D is also incorrect, as the LDI has significant regulatory authority beyond just consumer education. Question 9. What is a key feature of health savings accounts HSAS in Louisiana? Healthcare insurance. A. HSAS are only available to individuals who are enrolled in Medicaid or Medicare. B. HSAS allow individuals to make tax-deductible contributions and withdraw funds tax-free for qualified medical expenses. C. HSAS are intended for use by individuals enrolled in any healthcare plan without any requirements for high-deductible health plans. HSAS are restricted to employees who work for large employers with over 100 employees. Answer. B. Explanation. A key feature of health savings accounts HSAS is that they allow individuals to make tax-deductible contributions and withdraw funds tax-free to pay for qualified medical expenses, such as doctor visits, prescription medications, and other eligible costs. However, individuals must be enrolled in a high-deductible health plan to be eligible for an HSA. Option is incorrect because HSAS are not available to individuals enrolled in Medicaid or Medicare. Option C is incorrect because HSAS are specifically designed for those enrolled. Option D is incorrect as there is no requirement for individuals to be employed by large employers to have an HSA. Question 10. Which of the following is a common ethical concern when marketing healthcare insurance policies in Louisiana? A. Ensuring that policyholders are fully aware of the limitations and exclusions in the insurance coverage. B. Offering discounts on premiums without disclosing the terms or eligibility requirements to potential policyholders. C. Exaggerating the benefit of a policy to increase sales, especially in low-income communities. D. Providing health insurance policies to individuals without verifying whether they are eligible for coverage. Answer A. Explanation. A key ethical concern in healthcare insurance marketing is ensuring that policyholders are fully aware of the limitations and exclusions of their policies. Transparency is critical in helping consumers make informed decisions about their healthcare coverage. Option B is unethical because failing to disclose important information about terms and eligibility could mislead consumers. Option C is unethical because exaggerating benefits, especially targeting vulnerable communities, is deceptive. Option D is also unethical because providing insurance to individuals who may not meet eligibility requirements can lead to legal and financial issues. Question 11. Which of the following is a key feature of Medicaid managed care organizations (MACOs) in Louisiana? A. MACOs allow Medicaid recipients to receive care from out-of-network providers at no extra cost. B. MACOs contract with private insurance companies to provide healthcare services to Medicaid recipients, focusing on cost control and care coordination. C. MACOs restrict Medicaid recipients to a single healthcare provider for all services. D. MACOs only provide coverage for individuals with chronic medical conditions. Answer. B. Explanation. Medicaid managed care organizations (MACOs) in Louisiana contract with private insurance companies to provide healthcare services to Medicaid recipients. These organizations focus on cost control and care coordination to improve health outcomes while managing expenses. Option is incorrect because MACOs typically encourage the use of in-network providers to control costs with out-of-network care usually subject to higher costs. Option C is incorrect because MACOs provide a range of providers within their networks and beneficiaries are not restricted to a single provider. Option D is incorrect as MACOs serve all eligible Medicaid recipients, not just those with chronic conditions. Question 12. Which of the following is a primary objective of the Louisiana Insurance Guarantee Association, LIGA? A. To provide financial assistance to insurance companies in the state. B. To cover claims of policyholders when an insurance company becomes insolvent. C. To regulate insurance premiums and underwriting practices in Louisiana. D. To provide health insurance coverage for uninsured individuals in Louisiana. Answer. B. Explanation. The Louisiana Insurance Guarantee Association, LIGA, is designed to protect policyholders in the event that their insurance company becomes insolvent. It ensures that claims will be paid even if the insurer cannot meet its obligations. Option is incorrect because LIGA does not provide financial assistance to insurers, but rather protects policyholders. Option C is incorrect as Liga does not regulate insurance premiums or underwriting, and that's the role of the Louisiana Department of Insurance. Option D is incorrect because Liga does not provide direct health insurance coverage. Question 13. In Louisiana, which type of health insurance plan offers the most flexibility in choosing healthcare providers? A. Health Maintenance Organization, ATEMO. B. Preferred Provider Organization, PPO. C. Point of Service, POS. D. Exclusive Provider Organization, EPO. Answer B. Explanation. A preferred provider organization, PPO, offers the most flexibility in choosing healthcare providers compared to other types of plans. PPOS allow individuals to see any healthcare provider, although costs are lower when using in-network providers. Option A. ATEMO typically requires policyholders to choose a primary care physician and get referrals for specialists, which restricts provider choice. Option C, POS, combines elements of HMO and PPO, offering some flexibility but requiring referrals for specialists. Option D, EPO, restricts coverage to in-network providers and does not typically offer out-of-network coverage except in emergencies. Question 14. What is the minimum age requirement for an individual to purchase health insurance on their own in Louisiana without parental consent? A. 16, B. 18, C. 21, D. 25. Answer B. Explanation. In Louisiana, the minimum age requirement to purchase health insurance on one's own without parental consent is 18. At 18, individuals are considered legal adults and can make decisions regarding their healthcare coverage. Option is incorrect because individuals under 18 cannot purchase insurance without a parent or guardian. Option C and D are also incorrect as 18 is the legal threshold in Louisiana. Question 15 scenario. An insurer in Louisiana offers a health insurance policy with a 12-month waiting period for treatment of pre-existing conditions. Sarah, who has diabetes, is considering enrolling in this policy. What is the most appropriate action for Sarah to take? A. Sarah should enroll in the policy and wait for 12 months to receive coverage for diabetes treatment. B. Sarah should avoid enrolling in the policy as diabetes will not be covered under any circumstances. C. Sarah should check if she qualifies for a special enrollment period under the Affordable Care Act to avoid the waiting period. D. Sarah should enroll and immediately file a claim for diabetes treatment during the waiting period. Answer C. Explanation. Sarah should consider checking for a special enrollment period under the Affordable Care Act, a CAP, to determine if she can avoid the waiting period. Under the CAP, certain qualifying life events may trigger a special enrollment period, allowing Sarah to obtain coverage without facing the 12-month waiting period for pre-existing conditions. Option is incorrect because waiting for 12 months could lead to unnecessary delays in treatment. Option B is incorrect because many policies offer coverage for pre-existing conditions but with certain restrictions like waiting periods. Option D is incorrect because insurance companies typically do not cover pre-existing conditions during the waiting period. Question 16. Which of the following would not be considered a valid reason for denying a health insurance claim in Louisiana? A. Failure to disclose a pre-existing condition at the time of application. B. Treatment provided outside of the policy's network without prior authorization. C. The policyholder's failure to pay the monthly premium. D. The policyholder's participation in a high-risk sport like skydiving. Answer D. Explanation. Health insurance policies often have exclusions for high-risk activities, but participation in high-risk sports, such as skydiving, is typically not a valid reason for denying a claim unless specifically excluded in the policy's terms. Options A, B, and C are valid reasons for denial as failure to disclose a pre-existing condition, seeking out-of-network care without authorization, or non-payment of premiums can all result in claim denials. Question 17. Which of the following is not a benefit provided by Medicaid expansion in Louisiana under the Affordable Care Act? A. Coverage for all individuals earning up to 138% of the federal poverty level. B. Coverage for low-income individuals without children. C. Coverage for individuals with disabilities regardless of income. D. Automatic enrollment in Medicare for individuals over 65. Answer D. Explanation. Medicaid expansion in Louisiana under the ACA extends coverage to low-income adults, including those without children, with incomes up to 138% of the federal poverty level, but it does not include automatic enrollment in Medicare for individuals over 65. Medicare is a separate federal program that covers individuals aged 65 and older, and enrollment is not automatic through Medicaid. Option A, B, and C are correct as they reflect key benefits provided by Medicaid expansion in Louisiana. Question 18 scenario. Tom is considering enrolling in a high-deductible health plan with a health savings account, HSA. He wants to know if the plan covers preventive care services without requiring him to meet the deductible. What should Tom do? A. Tom should assume that AHEs cover preventive services without a deductible. B. Tom should check the plan's summary of benefits are required to cover preventive care before the deductible is met. C. Tom should avoid enrolling in plans do not cover preventive services at all. D. Tom should only consider enrolling if the plan provides full coverage for all medical services without a deductible. Answer B. Explanation. Tom should check the plan's summary of benefits are required to cover preventive care services such as vaccinations, screenings, and other preventive measures without requiring the deductible to be met. This is a provision of the Affordable Care Act account for all qualifying health insurance plans included. ESES option A is incorrect because while preventive care is often covered, it is important to verify the specifics of the plan. Option C is incorrect. ESES often cover preventive care services. Option D is not applicable as the nature of THES is that they have higher deductibles but still provide preventive care coverage. Question 19. What is the maximum allowable out-of-pocket limit for individual health plans under the Affordable Care Act account in Louisiana for the year 2025? A. $6,500. B. $8,150. C. $9,100. D. $12,000. Answer C. Explanation. For individual health plans under the Affordable Care Act account in 2025, the maximum allowable out-of-pocket limit is $9,100. This is the maximum amount an individual would need to pay for in-network services in a given year before insurance covers 100% of the costs. Option A, B, and D are incorrect as they do not reflect the out-of-pocket limits for individual plans. Question 20. Which of the following is a key feature of the Affordable Care Act, the CAT, Essential Health Benefits, a requirement in Louisiana? A. All individual health insurance plans must cover abortion services as part of the AIB. B. All individual and small group plans must include coverage for emergency services, hospitalization, and prescription drugs as part of AIB. C. Employers with 50 or fewer employees are required to offer the full list of AIBs. D. Essential health benefits are only required for Medicaid and Medicare, not private plans. Answer B. Explanation. The Essential Health Benefits AIB requirement under the Affordable Care Act account mandates that all individual and small group plans cover a specific set of benefits which includes emergency services, hospitalization, prescription drugs, and several other categories. Option is incorrect because while abortion services may be covered by some plans, it is not a requirement of AIBs. Option C is incorrect because the AIB requirement applies to individual and small group plans, but not necessarily to employers with 50 or fewer employees. Option D is incorrect because AIBs apply to both private and public plans, such as Medicaid and marketplace plans. Question 21. Which of the following is true regarding Louisiana's law on the use of credit history in determining insurance premiums? A. Insurers may use a consumer's credit history to set premiums for all types of insurance policies. B. Insurers are prohibited from using credit history to set premiums for automobile insurance policies. C. Insurers may not use credit history to set premiums for homeowners insurance policies unless it's the sole factor. D. Insurers may use consumers' credit history to adjust premiums for all types of insurance except health insurance. Answer D. Explanation. In Louisiana, insurers may use a consumer's credit history to adjust premiums for various types of insurance, but health insurance is excluded from this practice. Option is incorrect because credit history cannot be used to determine premiums for all types of insurance. Option B is incorrect as insurers can use credit history for automobile insurance premiums under certain conditions. Option C is also incorrect as insurers may use credit history for homeowners insurance premiums but not as the sole factor. Question 22. Which of the following types of coverage is typically included in a standard Louisiana homeowners insurance policy? A. Flood insurance. B. Earthquake coverage. C. Liability coverage. D. Loss of income coverage. Answer C. Explanation. A standard Louisiana homeowners insurance policy typically includes liability coverage to protect the policyholder in case someone is injured on their property or if the homeowner damages someone else's property. Flood insurance, option A, and earthquake coverage, option B, are typically not included in standard policies but can be added separately. Loss of income coverage, option D, is also typically not part of standard homeowners policy but may be available as an optional endorsement. Question 23. Which of the following must an insurer do when an insured in Louisiana submits a claim for a total loss under their auto insurance policy? The insurer is required to pay the full replacement cost of the vehicle regardless of its condition. B. The insurer must pay the fair market value of the vehicle at the time of the loss minus the deductible. C. The insurer must pay the cost of repairing the vehicle even if the vehicle is considered a total loss. D. The insurer must provide a replacement vehicle of the same make and model. Answer B. Explanation. When an insured submits a claim for a total loss under an auto insurance policy, the insurer is required to pay the fair market value of the vehicle at the time of the loss minus the deductible. This is common in most auto insurance policies. Option is incorrect because the replacement cost is not guaranteed unless the insured has specific replacement cost coverage. Option C is incorrect because if the vehicle is considered a total loss, it is typically not repaired. Option D is incorrect as the insurer is not obligated to provide a replacement vehicle. Question 24. Which of the following is true about Louisiana's no-pay, no-play law? A. Drivers who are uninsured in Louisiana can recover damages for pain and suffering in the event of an accident. B. Uninsured drivers in Louisiana are prohibited from collecting damages for pain and suffering if they are at fault in an accident. C. Uninsured drivers can collect up to $10,000 for pain and suffering even if they are at fault. D. The no-pay, no-play law only applies to drivers who are uninsured for at least 90 days. Answer B. Explanation. Under Louisiana's no-pay, no-play law, uninsured drivers who are at fault in an accident are prohibited from recovering damages for pain and suffering. However, they can still recover damages for property damage and medical expenses, but only up to a certain limit. Option A is incorrect because uninsured drivers cannot recover pain and suffering damages if they are at fault. Option C is incorrect as no pain and suffering damages can be collected by an uninsured driver at fault. Option D is incorrect because the law applies to uninsured drivers regardless of how long they have been uninsured. Question 25 scenario. John's Louisiana homeowners insurance policy includes $500 deductible for all claims he experiences water damage to his home from burst pipe, and the total repair costs are $5,000. How much will John's insurance policy pay for the repairs? A. $4,500. B. $5,000. C. $5,500. D. $500. Answer A. Explanation. John's deductible is $500, which means he will need to pay the first $500 of the repair costs out of pocket. The insurer will pay the remaining amount, which is $5,000. 500 is equals $1,500. Option B is incorrect as the deductible must be subtracted from the total repair cost. Option C is incorrect because the deductible is subtracted from the total claim, not added. Option D is incorrect because John is not paying only the deductible amount. The insurer is covering the remainder of the repairs. Question 26. Which of the following is not required for a policy to be considered an eligible health insurance policy under Louisiana's health reinsurance program? A. The policy must provide coverage for basic health services, including hospital and physician services. B. The policy must include coverage for individuals who have pre-existing conditions. C. The policy must offer coverage at the lowest possible premium rates for healthy individuals. D. The policy must be written by an insurer licensed to conduct business in Louisiana. Answer C. Explanation. The Louisiana health reinsurance program does not require policies to offer the lowest possible premium rates for healthy individuals. It is designed to offer coverage to individuals with pre-existing conditions, so the focus is on providing accessible coverage, not necessarily the lowest premiums. Option is incorrect because the program requires basic health coverage. Option B is incorrect as policies under this program must include coverage for pre-existing conditions. Option D is incorrect because the policy must be written by an insurer licensed in Louisiana. Question 27 scenario. Megan's home was damaged by fire that started in her kitchen. Her Louisiana homeowners insurance policy includes both dwelling and personal property coverage. The total cost to repair the home is $30,000 and the replacement cost of her personal property is $5,000. If her deductible is $1,000, how much will Megan's insurer pay for the dwelling repairs and personal property? A. $34,000. B. $34,000 minus $1,000 deductible. C. $30,000 plus $5,000 minus $1,000 deductible. D. $30,000 minus $1,000 deductible plus $5,000 minus deductible. Answer D. Explanation. The insurer will pay the repair costs for both the dwelling and personal property minus the deductible, $30,000 for dwelling repairs minus the $1,000 deductible plus $5,000 for personal property coverage minus the deductible. This results in $30,000, $1,000 plus $5,000. $1,000 equals $33,000. Option is incorrect as the deductible applies to both dwelling and personal property. Option B is incorrect because it doesn't apply the deductible correctly to both coverages. Option C is incorrect because it combines the costs but doesn't apply the deductible properly. Question 28. Which of the following actions would most likely result in the cancellation of a Louisiana auto insurance policy? A. The insured is involved in a minor fender bender. B. The insured fails to pay the premium within the specified grace period. C. The insured upgrades their vehicle to a newer model. D. The insured moves to another state but continues to use their Louisiana address. Answer B. Explanation. Failure to pay the premium within the specified grace period is one of the primary reasons for the cancellation of an auto insurance policy in Louisiana. Option is incorrect because a minor accident typically would not result in cancellation unless there were other significant factors. Option C is incorrect as upgrading a vehicle does not automatically lead to cancellation, although it might trigger a policy update. Option D is also incorrect as moving to another state might require policy adjustments but does not necessarily result in immediate cancellation. Question 29. Which of the following types of coverage is not typically included in a standard Louisiana auto insurance policy? A. Bodily injury liability. B. Collision coverage. C. Comprehensive coverage. D. Flood damage coverage. Answer D. Explanation. Flood damage coverage is typically not included in a standard Louisiana auto insurance policy, while bodily injury liability, collision coverage, and comprehensive coverage are standard options. Flood coverage is often an additional endorsement or requires separate flood insurance. Option A, B, and C are standard coverages typically found in most Louisiana auto insurance policies. Question 30. In Louisiana, an insured individual under a life insurance policy has the right to review and cancel the policy within how many days of receiving it? A. 10 days. B. 15 days. C. 20 days. D. 30 days. Answer B. Explanation. In Louisiana, an insured individual has the right to review and cancel a life insurance policy within 15 days of receiving it. This period is often referred to as the free look period, during which the insured can evaluate the terms of the policy without any penalties. Option A, C, and D are incorrect as they do not represent the correct period set by Louisiana law.